say, one, first of all, most of all, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bacchus, Yahweh, Bacchus, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders that rule well, and salutation to the elect men and women. We are the Hebrew Israelites out of Jackson, Mississippi. We're here to let our people know who they are according to the Bible. I want to share some of the Mardi Gras. It's the time for the Mardi Gras. About to be putting the boxes up and looking on. Yeah, come. Well, they call it the Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras is in the scriptures. They call it boxes. And also, too, during the Mardi Gras, they have the golden calf out there. I got a picture of it. This is one of the images they have at the Mardi Gras. Basically, it's the golden calf, and the golden calf go back as far as during the time of we was with Moses in the wilderness when Moses visited with the Most High. Our people made an image of the golden calf, and we're gonna go in the scriptures with the account of the Bible. Let's go to. Exodus 32. We'll read that from now. I'm going to show you how.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 32, verse 11.
Start at 7.
This is Exodus 32 and 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore, let me alone.
That's good. We're just showing you that that golden calf go way back during the time of Moses. I'm going to bring that account out where we know they call it the Mardi Gras, but the original name of it is Bacchus. And we're going to show you that the heathens, the Romans, was celebrating that before the birth of our Lord and Savior. Greeks start at 1.
In 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers, and not to live after the laws of God, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympus, and that in Gras of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in that place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and rebelling by the Gentiles who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and besides that brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews was compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying idols.
Okay, good. We say when the feast of Bacchus was kept, and you can Google it up. You Google it up for me. Google Mardi Gras and show where Mardi Gras also was called Bacchus. Anyway, I continue. Read that verse again.
2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 7. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying idols.
Yeah, they was carrying the idols. What they carrying now? They got the feast. They got the feast.
Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
I hold right there. The heathens was putting our people to death if they want to celebrate that weekend feast day. You know, today they call it Mardi Gras, and also too. You got so that they have right here. How you pronounce that cake? They got Kui, Bacchus Parade. They got the rap. See Mardi Gras up there and Bacchus Parade, same in the scriptures. And they was putting our people to death that wouldn't celebrate. But now our people really they go down there. Celebrate that wicked holiday. It's like that wicked holiday that back in the ancient days our people put to death that wouldn't celebrate. Now you running down there like the scripture say. The Lord said, we quick to do evil. That's all I want to bring out on that.
Right, man, like the brother was saying, man, and this was done by the Greeks, man. And right now, get that scripture again, like where it says it was unlawful for a man to call himself a Jew.
The 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
And like it said, neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days and profess himself to be a Jew, man. You know, so now they got it like that today, man. Because as far as our people, as long as you call yourself anything but a Jew, the so-called white man don't have no problem with you, man. You call yourself a Muslim, a Christian, a Mason, man, these different Greek fraternities, he don't got no problem with you, man. But once we start calling ourselves who we are, then it's a problem, man. You know,
say something to our I'm glad you said that because the perfect example is the rap. What's the rapper name? The Sage Israelite.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. When he did that song, right? The producer and stuff got mad at him for bringing that out and just bagging the brother up, you know. They don't want us confessing it. You know, we can say you're a drug dealer. We can say you're anything, but they don't want us to say what we really are.
Second Maccabees chapter 6, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
right, so during that time, now people don't even know they are the Jews, man. And they don't know nothing about the Sabbath day, man. They got it set up now to where you go to church on a Sunday, man, which just goes into sun worship. Go ahead, huh?
And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices.
Right, see, they were brought by bitter strength to eat of the sacrifices. Go ahead.
And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews was compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews that they should observe the same fashion.
Right, so don't listen to the lie when Ptolemy had our people coming on, because Ptolemy, he was one of the generals of Alexander the Greek, man. But he was the first general to take the power seat, man, because you had the land of Ptolemy and you had the land of Seleucus that was warring with each other, man. That's what you got in the book of Daniel, the 11th chapter, man. That's what that's talking about, man. So you had those two lands warring with each other, but Ptolemy ended up being the victor at the beginning of his land, but then Seleucus took over doing Antiochus. You had Antiochus the Great, then you had Antiochus Epiphanes, man, which was Antiochus the great son. But because see, you like in history they'll try to make it look like Ptolemy, he was canine people because he was compelling them because Ptolemy had took the rule in Egypt. He still was controlling the Holy Land at the same time. He was set up in Egypt, so he was like he was set up in Egypt, man. But they'll try to tell you like Ptolemy, he basically showed our people love, man. But you see right here, he was forcing our people to keep this wicked holiday, man. And then it was on the account of him that our people who went to Egypt, he basically get that out in First Maccabees, like around verse where it say they made their life easy around verse 10. Go ahead,
Alright. Verse 8. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews that they shall observe the same fashion and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Right, man. So he sent the word out amongst the heathens. If any Jews living amongst y'all, make sure they make sure we're going to turn them away from following their God. They're going to follow after our God. Go ahead.
And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles shall be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. See,
so this why people don't understand. They keep these holidays that they keeping now. They don't understand the history of it. They were forced to keep this until it got to the point to where we just started, our children was born into keeping this, man. So that's why that's why the Lord had told, basically, when the Lord came back, when the Lord came upon the earth and revealed himself to the nation of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man, he was telling them, look, y'all got to be born again, man. Because even though we had the Pharisees, we had different religious sects set up, they was conformed, basically, because you had the Sadducees, and the Sadducees, they call themselves mixing the Greek culture with our culture. Then you had the Pharisees, the doctors of the law, man, but they still was slacking too, man. So that's why the Lord just had to come and tell everybody, look, y'all, you got to be born again, man. Because we never was supposed to make covenants with the heathen, man. That became a trap and a snare to us. But just going to the history, all these days we keep now, calling them holidays, man, we was actually killed and forced to keep these days to the point to where we just started keeping them, man. But we was forced to do this, man. Go ahead, huh?
And now when you bring these points out to your people, they look at you in a funny way, they give you a funny look. And, you tell them to go research it for themselves, they don't want to do it. But just on the matter that they do research it for themselves and see the origins of it, some of them, they don't even take heed to it. They just be like, oh, it's a tradition or a family tradition. They keep going on with it and passing on to their children. They might not, tell them about it, but they'll still keep that tradition going on. They don't never want to break it. That's just the mentality that our people have.
And See, this is one of the main reasons they took this book out, man. This book show you, man, how we started to perform, man, to all these wicked holidays, man. Mainly under Alexander the Greek, man. And this the history of the so-called white man claim. And this show you, man, they true history, man. You know, they don't gotta kill us now, cause we doing everything willingly, man. We doing everything willingly. We willingly staying subject to them, man. So why do they got to come against us? Yeah, they can act like they Christians and they love us now, man. But all you got to do is see the so-called white man true color, man. All you got to do, you don't even got to say nothing against him, man. Just come back to your true nationality and your heritage and just be about your people and watch how he act, man. Go ahead.
Let me say something. Also, too, our people that's financially successful, if they don't want our people to go back and invest their money to their own people, for example, Wesley Snipes, you know, he into that martial art, right? He wants to put some gyms in the neighborhood where Jake was. Esau wouldn't let him do it. They wouldn't let him do it. That's how they are, you know. As long as our people is building the dab and following, it's okay. But they try to do something positive for our people, Esau cut it down. Like Ophir go to? Ophir go build a school in Africa. Man, they help from Ophir where? Pocahontas somewhere?
Mississippi.
Well, she from Mississippi. She from Mississippi. She ain't did nothing from Mississippi. But you gonna go build a school in Africa? They just, cause that's what she from, cause that's good. Man, what just showing you how it goes back and what the brother said. Esau show their true colors. They don't want our people to invest nothing positive, but they gonna let Michael Jordan put money into invest into the prison system though. But they're not gonna allow our people to invest something positive in our people. That's why the Bible calls him the devil. And the word devil go back to deceiver. Deceivers, liars. That's what they ain't talking about no image with no horns, no red image. Nah, devil, you're a deceiver, you're a liar.
About the womb, no scripture say,
That's the spirit too, because that's the spirit.
This guy down here. This so-called Black History Month been the most bloodiest month for us information. Man, all type of brothers and sisters been putting information on Facebook. How, man, Esau been killing us, man. I'm talking about in the 50s, man. What that account of what the boys got parked up in the building in the dormitory.
Yeah.
Well, that was like in the 50s, man.
Yeah, somewhere around.
Well, man, this man. All right.
That haven't been like over like 200, 300 years ago. That's been less than 100 years ago.
Somebody said
The guy that was speaking in the video, his brother, that was his brother. They got burnt up. One of the men, they got burnt up. So he's still trying to figure out the cause of everything. But through the spirit, we know that Esau had hatred towards our people, and we know that Esau was the cause because Esau locked them in. Locked them boys in, and all of a sudden, a fire has sprung out and burnt, have a lot of them boys up.
And we know that was in the past, and we know that's what y'all forefathers did. But according to the scriptures, you are your forefathers. That's why the Most High bring all spirits back here around the 3rd and 4th generation. So you are your forefathers. So we don't hear that junk was in the past.
Right, because you still benefit from what your forefathers did in the past, man. You got white privilege, you got all these benefits, man. You got the good benefits of it. So now it's time for the bad benefits to come from it. Now you want to say you ain't a part of it. No, it don't work that way, man. Right. It don't work that way. Go ahead,
Alright. 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 10. But there were 2 women brought who had circumcised their children, whom when they had openly let round about the city, the babes hanging at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the wall.
Right, man. And this the history of you so-called white people right here, man. Casting our babies down head first, man, from a wall, just cause we want to keep our heritage and keep our custom, man. We like I said, we don't have to say one word against the so-called white race, man. All we got to do is just start loving each other, and they got a problem with that, man. Even when Martin Luther King was preaching, he wasn't preaching no hate against them, man. He actually preached love them, man. And in the end, they still killed him, man. Just showing you their true showing you their true identity, man, who they really are, man. They think is they just can't stand us getting along and being righteous, man. That's what they got a problem with. You don't have to say one word against them, man. Go ahead, huh?
That's that perpetual hatred.
Come.
Verse 11. And others that had run together into caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day secretly, being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together.
They're going to count them burning us, man. Just like the brother bought out, they burnt them in Arkansas, man. It's a club they done like that. It's a spot they done down in Natchez too like that, man. I ain't talking about the Devil's Punch Bowl. I'm talking about they had like Jake had a little they'll call it a club or a juke joint, man. And they burnt them in that, man. But this your history, Esau, and you can't run from it, man. It's time for you to pay for your sins, man. Go ahead, dog.
Because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities.
Don't be discouraged for these calamities, because they coming again, man. Read that part again, where they burnt us in, man. It's the history of you so-called white people, man. And this happened during the time of slavery, man. If you got caught reading the Bible, you was put to death. Because all Esau fear, no matter how he brainwash our people and control them, man. That's why he constantly keep an eye and watch on them, because he know all it take as far as the Most High to snap them in their right mind and their spirit, and they'll come into their heritage, man. And if they got a lot of influence over the people, they can't have that, man. So that's why they killed Martin Luther King. That's why they killed Malcolm X, man. Because in the end, Martin, the I Have a Dream speech was in '63, man. That's what a lot of our people don't understand, man. When Martin started to wake up and realize that they had COINTELPRO, the whole civil rights movement, man, that was in '67, '68, man. See, people don't realize it was like a 4-5 year span, man. When Martin, like, I've been doing some soul searching, man. And I realized, man, these people tricked me and deceived me, man. So the Lord had snapped Martin into that right spirit, into that right mind, man. And he started speaking about the social, basically the economic injustice that they was doing, man. Because even if you got legitimate white business now, man, that's like all those so-called, and y'all so-called white, man, the red race, man. That's what y'all are. Y'all the red race, man. Y'all the red, man. Y'all not white. Ain't nothing pure about y'all. Only thing pure about y'all pure evil, pure wickedness, man. Pure hatred, man. That's the way the Lord made y'all, though. But for all you foreigners on the West Coast and the Midwest, the so-called whites, the government gave y'all that land, funded y'all millions of dollars, man, and all that, man. So y'all ain't work hard for that or nothing, man. That was given to y'all, man. So y'all can say, yeah, I don't have nothing to do with hating y'all or none of that, man. But y'all got the good benefits of what your forefathers did, man. Just like in your now, it's time to reap the bad benefits of that, man. Just like the so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American man, Native American Indian, so-called, in the end, we're gonna reap the good benefits of the promise the Lord promised to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. But even with that, with Moses, when the Lord put the cursing and the blessing and the curse before us, man, we had to receive the bad benefits of that contract too, man. So y'all gonna receive the bad benefits, man. Go ahead, you say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something on that Malcolm X too. Malcolm X had woke up and he knew that we was Israelites according to the scriptures, and he had the understanding that the white man was Esau according to the scriptures, that he had to understand, and also that America was going to be destroyed, because he said in one of his speeches how America would be destroyed. We was going to wake up in the last days, and we were going to come back to our true heritage. So, you know, Malcolm X even knew that who we were. You know, you can look it up on Google. You know, the Malcolm X speech talking about, you know, who the Israelites are. You know, it'll pull up.
Right. Then Malcolm, another thing Malcolm said, he said the true men of the Lord gonna be on street corners preaching in the last day, man. That's another thing Malcolm said, man. Go ahead, because see, we a nation of kings and priests, man. So it don't matter how much the so-called white man brainwashed our people, man. In the instance, we can tap into that right spirit, man, and come into this truth, and that's what the white man fear. So like I was saying, that's why he keep a constant eye over all them entertainers and the people he done put up top for us by now. Why he keep constantly watching them, man, and making sure they don't snap into their right spirit, man. When they do, he gonna demonize, just like the brother said with Wesley Snipes. Even though Wesley ain't come out saying we was Israelites, Wesley came up with a plan to help our community. And now you understand why they all say we went after them for tax invasion and locked them up. And ever since then you ain't seen Wesley in no big moves. Now all Wesley do is he do underground movement. But even in that movie, the last movie that he did, the big time movie that he did was The Expendables. And they went in the beginning of the movie, they went and broke Wesley out. Wesley had his beard. They had him locked down. And when they took the strap off his mouth, what Wesley say, he was locked up in the prison. He mocked them crackers, man. They asked him, what you locked up for? He said, tax invasion. Then we said the movie. But he wasn't locked up. You know, the Koreans had him locked up. But he was just mocking them, playing, man. But let's show you how people can tap into their right spirit in the time. So that's why the red people, man, the red race, the so-called white man, the wicked on the earth, that's why they constantly keep their eye on them, man. Go ahead,
I got one more thing to say. See, the white man, they found out, you know, how to take us down. You know, they got the concept that if we are separate from our power and we not obeying his word, then he gonna be against us. He gonna be an enemy unto us. But as soon as we start keeping his word, keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, and turning back to him, he gonna be for us. And when he for us, we gonna be on top, and everybody else gonna be in the bottom. But when he against us, we on the bottom, and you know they know that now. They had that understanding. That's why they try to do everything in their power, spending billions of dollars to keep us on the bottom, keep us away from our power. Because they know as soon as we come back together with our power, they kingdom through. But it's gonna happen regardless.
See, man, we're a spiritual people, man. We warriors and soldiers, man. But don't let the white man trick you into getting cornered with him, man. What hurt him the worst is these words coming out of this book, man. Because they claim this is a God-fearing nation and it was built on biblical principles, man. So that's how you test them, man. Just keep reading out of this book, man. Just keep reading out of the book. Go ahead,
2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 11. Verse 11. And others that had run into the cave.
Read the verse before that again.
With the verse?
Yeah.
This is.
Okay.
And others that had run together into the caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day secretly, being discovered in Philip, were all burnt together.
We're all burnt together, man. Just like the brother brought up the instance of our people being burnt in Arkansas, man. It's the same people committing the same acts, man. Go ahead.
Because they had made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day.
Right.
Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities.
Right.
But they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation.
So for us coming into slavery, man, for us, this COINTELPRO, the so-called white man did that got us doing black on black, so-called black on black crime, man. This is for a chastisement for us, man. This is to teach us a lesson, man. And this ain't happened like that in the totality that happened to us now until we integrated with the so-called white man, man. know, this ain't happening until we integrated with them. We learned their ways, man. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
So don't let this discourage you, man, because it's coming again, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For it is a token of his great goodness,
Right.
when the wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish.
See, the Lord patiently forbearing to punish you other nations, man. But your time is fast approaching, man. That's y'all time is fast approaching that, man. And our mercy is fastly approaching, man. Even two-thirds of our people gonna get cut off, man. They will be back, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, up.
For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins.
See, that's what the Lord waiting on, man. Till they become to the fullness of their sins, man. It's some more that you devils got to do, man. You know, you gonna see your last move he gonna let you make is when you roll on the men of the Lord, man. Who all we doing is reading the Bible. We not coming at you physically, man. That's when the Lord gonna lift up that standard against you, man. Because like Yahweh said, who the word ignorant called Jesus Christ, if it was his kingdom, his servants gonna fight, man. So this time his servants gonna fight. It ain't to lay your life down this time, man. He laid our King and Savior, he laid his life down for our sins, man. Over 2,000 years ago. This time his servants gonna fight, man. Cause it's his kingdom time, man. Go ahead. But we doing spiritual warfare right now, man. That's Esau's #1 weapon against us, spiritual warfare. He broke us down spiritually first. He broke us down mentally, man. Then he hit us with the physical. Go ahead, huh?
So dealeth he with us, lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us, and therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us.
Right, so the Lord, he ain't patiently punish us. He like, I'm going to get y'all now, man. So why? I'm going to have mercy eventually. Go ahead.
And
how you doing, bro?
lest that, being come to the height of sin,
Huh?
Let's sold y'all.
You said what, bro?
Sold y'all. Speaking of the family.
Yeah, it's going to be all right, man. The Lord going to finna have mercy on us once again, man. Just hold your ground, brother. Go ahead, huh?
verse 15, lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us, and therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us.
Right, man. We out here to spiritually restore our people, man. And ain't nothing you so-called white people can do, man. But you the Edomites according to the Bible, man. We don't got to say nothing against y'all. We just for our people. And y'all hate that, man. We here to restore our nation. We the ones need the healing, man. Because when y'all go home at night, y'all got all type of slick and racist jokes about us, man. Go ahead, huh?
And though he punished with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake his people.
He never forsake his people. That's why we still here now, man. Go ahead, huh?
But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us.
Let this, though, be for us spoken, man. Let this we speak be a warning to our people, man. Stop loving these other nations. Love your people, man. Go ahead, huh?
And now we will come to the declaring of the matter in few words. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth to eat swine's flesh.
Read that again, Eleazar.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
And they always gonna use somebody of our nation, man. They always gonna use somebody of our nation, of our people, who got a lot of influence over the people, man.
That's right.
Just like Eleazar right here, man. Always gonna use him to push wickedness, to try to push it up on our people, man. But the majority of our people, man, they don't have no integrity no more and no dignity, man. So they fall for it, man. But I was watching the interview of Michael J. White. Michael J. White, man, on Vlad, man. He had a good point, man. He was like, they didn't try to hit him with certain scripts where he rather wear a dress. He told them no, he wasn't doing it, man. But a lot of our men of our nations don't got that integrity to tell these white producers no, man. They'll do anything for the money, man. Michael J says, Rose, my managers, and these people know I ain't gonna play. Said he'll never. Then he got on Terry Crews, man. He was like, that could have been me, man. He was like, he would have killed that Edomite, man. Go ahead, huh? When Weinstein grabbed
the scrap.
yeah. You know who Michael J. White is, though. Yeah. The martial art guy.
Yeah, now, the same nigga, was Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Jake stepped on his shoe, he was ready to fight.
And guess what he said? Because D.L. Hurley came out and said, D.L. Hurley, you know, the comedian, he came out and said, he said, the Lord gave you muscles, man, so that wouldn't happen to you. Then Terry Crews gonna come out and tell him, D.L. Hurley, then D.L. Hurley said, what you should have did is slap the shit out of him.
That's right.
Excuse my language, man. But we men talking, man. But it's still, excuse my language, man. Because we could have kids listening, women. Excuse my language, man. Excuse my French, as they would say, because it's a French word. But that's what should have happened, man.
That's right.
Man, come disrespect you in front of your family, man, in front of your wife, man. Oh, Edomite devil.
See, see, that's what it was. See, the man been touching on Jake like that. See, Jake gonna take his wife. Yeah, he gonna respect me because I got my wife. But what that cracker do? See, what that Edomite do? He still grabbed his crap. He should have knocked that clown out. He should have killed him.
But see, hey, we call you devil certain words, man. But like the scriptures say, all the curses that came upon us gonna come up on y'all. So we call you a cracker and a devil, them bad words, man. Y'all call us nigger, black. So now it's bad words coming to y'all, man. Every curse that came upon us, they coming to y'all, man. Go ahead, huh? Oh, you bring up.
Yeah.
But going back to the point of Terry Crews, now when D.L. Hurley made that point, he gonna ask D.L. Hurley, he gonna come at the brother like, so I should slap the S out of you then, huh? Since you came at me like that. You didn't come at the Edomite like that, but all of a sudden you want to come at your own brother like that just because he said you shouldn't have accepted that, man. That's what's wrong with our people, though. Even we come out here and tell our people, look, salvation is for y'all. The Lord and Savior is a dark skin. They'll call him a so-called Negro today, man. And then all of a sudden they want to say, well, color don't matter, man. It matters according to the Bible, man. For truth's sakes, if the Lord is so look like one of us, we need to profess that and proclaim that, man. Go ahead, huh?
Scripture bag you up, this Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemy.
Right, so he said the Lord gonna put all these curses upon our enemies, man. So when we call y'all bad words, that's part of the curses that came upon us, man.
That's right.
So y'all put all these drugs and stuff in our neighborhoods. Now y'all the top drug users. Y'all been the top drug dealers, man.
That's right.
So now y'all dying from opioids, and now people been living and surviving off crack for 40 and 50 years, man.
Right.
Go ahead, huh? But that's the curses coming upon y'all now, man.
Start back from the top of it. It's Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemy and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
And what's another curse, man? When y'all turned us against each other, we telling on each other. Now y'all doing it, man.
That's right.
Now y'all telling up on each other. Y'all causing yourself to be naked, man. Now y'all snitching up on each other, man. That's like I was watching Trump lawyer in court the other day. He's snitching on Trump, man. He's straight going in on him, man. Telling everything. No loyalty or no integrity, man. But this the curses coming up on y'all now, man.
That's right.
Right. So don't try to y'all telling on each other and think y'all gonna ease y'all way into our blessing, man. No. It's time for y'all to go down, man. And all you nations going down.
That's right.
Go ahead, all nations, because all y'all been in league, y'all been in partnership with the so-called white man to keep us from knowing who we are, keep us from coming back to our heritage, keep us from keeping our customs, man. So even though the Lord gonna use y'all to help bring him down, y'all going into slavery right along with them, man. You gonna say something, bro? Go ahead, dog.
I got too much I want to say, bro.
Right? This the time. This the time to bring it.
Go ahead. I'm gonna stay in the spirit of the scripture. I'll let you come out.
Verse 19. But he rather choosing to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment.
Read that again.
Verse 19. But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination.
And guess what? You our people now, you doing this for the money, man. They ain't killing you because they dangling the money in your face now, man. Right, it ain't even no life-threatening situation, man. But this show the lack of faith our people have, man. You show the lack of faith you have, man. Go ahead. That's why 1 Timothy say, for the love of money is the root of all evil, man. Which some coveted after have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, man. Go ahead,
Verse 19. But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination.
Right.
Spit it forth and came of his own accord
but
to the
now,
torment.
The Lord require you to like the scripture said, we are dead and our life is here with Yahweh Shai, man. Right. So he proclaimed you don't, even though this gonna come again, but right now he asks you to do this spiritually, man. Come out of the ways. Yeah, you might lose certain benefits, but so what? Go ahead, huh?
As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things.
Right, and we're here to stand out against such things, man. We're going to stand out against this wicked place called America. And who run it? The so-called white man, man. So we standing out against him. Go ahead. And his whole race. The only ones going to make it is the confusion of face that look like the other nations, man. If you can accept this truth and receive this, if your spirit bear witness with the spirit, which is this word, that you are the sons of the Most High, then it don't matter how you look. It don't matter what color you are. So we ain't caught up in no color. But we're going to bring out this word and see what's really on the inside of you. And see if your spirit bear witness with this.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, if a man have an ear, let him hear. Verse 20. As it behooved them to come, they are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. But they had the charge of that wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
So this for all,
Go ahead.
So this for all, hey, but this why they took this out of the Bible, man.
That's right.
We supposed to be reading this to our people, showing them, man. No matter what, we gonna stand firm to these laws, statutes, and commandments. No matter what they threaten us with. I'm gonna take your job. I'm gonna take your benefits. It don't matter. We had our life on the land back then, under the same race of people, man.
Right, and they back here today.
Come.
Different body, same spirit. Start that scripture over.
Verse 21. But they had the charge of that wicked feast.
That wicked feast, and that's what we said at the beginning. The celebration of the Mardi Gras, which go back to Bacchus, where the brother reading from. It was wicked then, and it's wicked now today. And our people shouldn't have shouldn't be out there celebrating that wicked job. That's what the brother says. That's why he took this out the Bible. Because they don't want our people to know what's right, the wickedness that they did before the Lord came on the scene.
All these holidays that they got going on today is in the Bible, man, under other names, man. When you look up the origin, the history, I guarantee you, if you Google every origin of all these holidays, if you just keep looking on You just keep your Google search going and go deep into it. I guarantee one of them sites gonna start to take you the scriptures in the Bible to where them holidays originated from, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc.
But they had the charge of that wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man. Taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use.
Right, and they do this today, man. They'll get one of these so-called leaders-eyed people. They'll put them on the McDonald's commercial. They'll have them put them on all these commercials, eating certain stuff that they don't even eat for real, man.
That's right. No Michael Jordan don't eat no McDonald's.
Right, man. They'll have them pushing stuff that they don't even really eat, man. They might have a Jake on there eating a Mac Grill. He probably don't even eat pork. But just because they paid him to do it, and they trying to push that image out to our people fall for it now, man. But we got to stop doing this, man. This is what we out here to do, man. We ain't trying to act out here and act like we weren't caught up in none of this wickedness, man. Because we was, man.
Right.
But we learned, just going back into that scripture where the brother read, we get that verse again. There's some verses up where it say we speak this so you can understand, so that you can understand.
Right. Don't be discouraged.
Right. Don't be discouraged.
I got it. 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction.
That's the verse where it say we speak these things. It's probably a verse or two above it. Where you at?
I was at verse 12.
6 and 12?
Yeah. That's this one in 17 to say, but let this that we have spoken before a warning. Come. I figured that's the one y'all want. Verse 17. But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us.
Right, man. So let this, what we speaking, be a warning to you, man. Because we all done this, and once we realize this wasn't right, so we like, man, we been tripping, man. We gotta stop this, man. This why our kids don't listen. This why our kids grow up and be wicked as hell too, man. Because we've been teaching them wickedness. We've been sending them through that fire spiritually, man. We've been doing it, man. And then wonder why they grow up to lie to you. You've been teaching them lies the whole time, man. Go ahead,
Keep going from there, or you want me to
go back. Just finish that verse out.
They lied to them. Like when they lied to the church around a wicked Christmas, what they tell them, Santa Claus brought you these gifts. You know, again, the credit to a Caucasian buying their kids gift them, and they spent their whole earned money on, but they're gonna get the credit to a Caucasian and lie to their kids.
We're not even supposed to be celebrating in the first place.
That's right.
And this the spirit.
Holiday.
And this the spirit the brother started the scriptures off on this, man, because we got these different Greek fraternities our people in, man. And they out here celebrating today, man. Go ahead. But they don't understand. It started back during this time with the Greeks, man. Right. With the so-called Greeks, which they the Edomites, man. Go ahead. They the wicked descendants of Esau. And we, Lord, will gonna get into you, Esau. Go ahead.
Come on, verse 17. But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us. And now we will come to the declaring of the matter in a few words.
So this a warning to all our people, man. We never was no Greeks. We the Hebrew Israelites. We not no Greeks. We not no AKAs. We not no Zetas or whatever, no Deltas or no Kudos. We the Israelites, the chosen people of the Lord.
That's right.
God.
Go ahead,
Jumping back to verse 21. But they had the charge of that wicked beast for the old acquaintance they had with the man.
In the so-called white man, he Esau, he the Edomites according to the Bible. He the wicked according to the Bible. He the red man. Just like that guy right there, he not white, he red, man. Go ahead,
Taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use.
Right, man. So they told Eleazar, look, you don't even gotta eat pork. You're an honorable man. Just act like you eating something unlawful. You know, which they know that was gonna affect all the people there, because he was an honorable man amongst our nation, man. The people looked up to him. So they knew that was gonna cause a mental effect on them. So they like, look, you don't even gotta eat nothing unlawful. Just act like you doing it, man.
Right, and bring it in today's term. That's how they manipulated Martin Luther King. They said, well, Martin Luther, we're gonna be behind you. Let your people know they can come to our restaurant. Go sit down in a restaurant. If they spit in your face, spit in stand there. We're staying there. Right, that was what they told Martin Luther King. But when Martin Luther King realized, like what the brother brought out, that they weren't going to back our people up economically, Martin Luther King said, okay, we're going to start boycotting these places. I'm going to tell my people to stop drinking Coca-Cola. Stop buying Wonder Bread. Then they iced them. They killed them. That's how they do. When you don't play by their rules and you try to wake your people up on what's right, well, even though Martin Luther King wasn't telling their people what it was, that they were Israelites, right? But he's telling our people that these people are not going to do right about us economically. So let's stop spending money with them. Let's go back to the way we was at first, spending money on our own people. Then they iced the brother. Back on the block.
And make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Cause guess what? A lot of our people ain't homosexuals, but they'll make them play homosexual roles, and they don't even got. That's another thing they do, man. They'll make some of our honorable men play homosexual roles, and a lot of them ain't homosexuals, but they'll make them play that role, and that influence our people. They'll make them put on a dress, and that'll influence the younger of our generation. It's all right to do that, man. When the Bible tells it's abomination for a man to wear anything that pertains to a woman, man. Right. You don't even gotta be that. Just by you putting on something pertaining to a woman is an abomination to the Lord, man. Right. And a woman putting on something that pertains to a man, that's an abomination, man. To the Heavenly Father, man. Go ahead.
That in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and from the old friendship with them find favor.
Right. So they like, look. You're going to be delivered from death, and then we're gonna look out for you, man. We're going to give you all this type of money. See, the reason why the so-called white man always trying to get our people to sell out, he was the first sellout, man. When he sold his birthright for some undone meat, he was the first sellout, man. So that's why he always trying to get our people to sell out, man. Because in his spirit, he know he was the first sellout, man. And Lord, we're going to get into that history. Go ahead,
But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellence of his ancient years.
Read that again.
God. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years.
Read that again,
But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years.
So he thought on it. I've been honorable all this time. He thought about it, man. I've been honorable all this time. Ain't no way. Go ahead.
And the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was called, and the most honest education.
And I'm going to say this, man. We still got some honorable men amongst our people, man. That probably don't know they Israelites, man. But they stood for their integrity, man. They won't sell out their people. So we still got honorable men amongst our nation, man. They might don't know they are Israelite or none of that, man. But they about their people, man. And they kept their integrity and won't sell their own people out for the next race, man. For the other nation. Go ahead,
A good example of that was Muhammad Ali. Yeah, he didn't know he was an Israelite, but he stood up for his people. And he wouldn't sell out. And he wouldn't go join the army. He wouldn't go to Vietnam.
And his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yahweh.
But we haven't been taught our true heritage from a child, man. So what we taught from a child? We taught all this wickedness from a child, man. So now, that's why the Lord got it through the spirit of Yahweh Bacchus. The Lord got his men out here to basically to restore and heal our people spiritually, man.
That's right.
You got a lot of people that, out here that know they know about more sports or more music than they know about their own history, know about their own scriptures, know about the Bible, period. You know, they can recite music lyrics from all these different artists, but they can't recite scriptures. They can't remember. They don't know about it.
Know why? Because that's what they being taught. That's what's being pushed in this society, man. That's why. They think that's what's right, man. They think that's the right way. That's why this place got to go, though. That's why the Lord said this place gonna be destroyed, man. You can't heal this place. It's too much wickedness. This place have become a habitation of devils, man. This place has become a habitation of demons. This is the place where you come to commit all the wickedness on the face of the earth, America. You come here and be a transgender, a homosexual, a lesbian, all that, and they'll make laws for you to protect you, man. That's why this place gonna be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. America is hell. When the Bible speaks of hell, America is that lake of fire. Go ahead, huh?
Therefore, he answered accordingly, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Right. So we out here, and this our same mind frame, man. We putting ourselves on the land for our people, man. We standing for our people. Go ahead, huh?
For it becometh not our age, seeing he in any wise to disassemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
Right, man. Where any young person might get this, man. And guess what, man? I'm gonna tell brothers and sisters something, man. Prepare yourself. What if we got to go 10 more years, man? What if we got to go 20 more years? Prepare yourself for the long haul of this, man. Because it's a great harvest gonna come into this truth, man. These churches gonna be found out to be liars, man. Your pastors ain't teaching you the truth, and you ain't no Greeks. You are Hebrews, man. You were supposed to be Greeks. We were never Greeks. Go ahead, Op.
Verse 25. And so they, through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer, should be deceived by me. And
right.
And I get a stain to my old age.
That's why Martin was like, look, man, I've been tripping, man. That's why Martin came and they try to hide that speech, man. Martin said, I done some soul searching, man. He said, I done some soul searching, and I realized one thing, man. And see, this is a 5-year span. Like I said, I have a dream speech was in 63. These words, Mark started to say this in 67, 68. So in 4 and 5 years, he like, look, I've been preaching togetherness with these people, and they still ain't getting it. Just like this, get Isaiah 26 and 10 right quick, dog.
Yeah, Martin said that dream turned into a horrible nightmare. And he also said, he done led his people to a burning building. He woke up on these devils. He realized they weren't for us. And then after he got killed, then neither one of them clowns that were falling picked up the medal and followed. Jesse Jackson didn't do nothing. Nobody picked up the medal behind that brother. All of them behind them falling, holding hands with him. But when they iced it, no one pick up behind him.
Only one tried to pick up was his brother, man.
And they killed him.
They killed him, man. And they killed his mama. They killed his mama too, man. Because once they realized what happened, they started to speak out against it, man. And they killed him, man. They found his brother dead in his pool, man. Say he drowned to death. But the people who found the coroner was like, he ain't had no water in his lungs. Right. So he couldn't have drowned to death. So somebody put him in that pool, man. They killed him, man. Go ahead, huh?
It's Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked. Read from the story, folks.
go to verse 7.
All right, this is Isaiah 26 and 7. The way of the just is upright.